Here's our fig tree, the brown turkey. I air layered 1, 2, 3. Well, about 2.5 weeks ago, almost 3 weeks ago. I got it written down on my paper. I checked them out today. This one right here, the roots are forming already, which is interesting because you see the position I have it. This limb is naturally growing where the sun is, where the sun is out, the sun's hitting it, as well as this one right here. So on this air layer, you're going to see a bunch of roots also, and they formed, like I said, within about 2.5 to 3 weeks, which is really impressive to me. I'm gonna wrap it back up. I'm not gonna mess with them until probably next week. Now this one right here though is more on the back side of it. The sun, which way are we facing right now? That's south, this is north, so the sun is going from east to west across this way. Currently it's about 2 o'clock, 2:30 right now, and the sun's almost right above, so it's hitting more on this side of where the branches are at. Now this one right here, which is on the back side of this this canopy from the fig tree plus this tree right here. So almost all day this place gets shade on this back side. So we are going to unwrap this one, and you have one root coming out. You can see it right there, but not as many as what we just witnessed on those other two. There's hardly any on this one right here. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how I utilize the Ziploc bag method instead of using the water bottle like a lot of people I've been seeing on YouTube. And I've used them also, and I've been successful with probably about 99% of my water bottle methods with other air layers in the yard. But the Ziploc bag, it's a lot faster, more efficient, and I get damn near about the same results with the roots forming. All right, so to be continued. And this is everything that I'm going to be using. My peat moss that I got from Home Depot, the take root, which I got from Home Depot as well, with the grafting tape right there. Ziploc bags, aluminum foil, my handy dandy Sharpie. So that's what we're going to use. Stay tuned. Alright, I have 6 Ziploc bags, 1 gallon each, that I'm going to be using. So I'm going to identify 6 branches on this brown turkey fig tree. There's a couple there. I'm gonna focus more on where the sun is hitting them. That's where I'm getting more the effect with the roots growing versus behind the tree itself, where that one is hiding back there, as you can see. So, all right, this is gonna be the first branch I'm gonna utilize. All right, it's coming out. It's about 3 feet long from where I want. I'm gonna start the scarring. Probably gonna start from about right here, about 2 inches from this node. So I'm gonna start my my air layer there. All right, this is what I did. I don't know if you could see it, but around the outer side of the bark on this one, of this top side, I cut another slit going deep enough to where you can see the cambium layer underneath it. Then I did another slit going down right here. So basically it should be easy enough to just peel with your fingers right off. Get the bark off. That's coming along. All right, so all right, too easy. All right, next step, I'm going to scrape. I'm going to damage this portion right here of the cambium layer damaged it so much that it looks like it's scraped with my my sharpening utensil. All right. Okay. The cambium layers, it's scraped up, scratched off. I ensured that my utensil, which I used as a gardening knife, was clean before doing it. And yeah, there you go. That's the next step. I'm going to use the rooting hormone and put some around the area that I damaged. The roots, when they form, are going to form from this top node going down. Now I've learned that all the nutrients, all the sugars that are flowing up from this branch will go through from the inside all the way to the top and then force the liquids and sugars and nutrients to come back down, and it's going to stop right here at this point. And notice that there's some issue with it, and that's where, for some odd reason, the roots are going to form once we start the air laying process. Use the rooting hormone, and I put a little bit on each side of this scrape. Focus more toward the top because that's where the roots are going to form from. You can do it all over the scraping if you want, but if you focus more up to the top, that's where the roots are going to form. Here we go. This is the easiest way that I found so far with making my air layers. Get your Ziploc bag, grab a peat moss, fill your Ziploc bag up about 3/4 of the way full. That right there. Get it zipped up. It's zipped up now. Alright. Now, I'm going to cut a slit right up in here. It's going to open it up. Alright. So this is what you got now. You got the Ziploc bag with the peat moss inside of it with the slit that's open. Alright, I'm going to water it down on the inside right here. No biggie. Because once you get that water in, it's going to saturate all that peat moss that's inside, which is good. Alright, everything is soaked. All nice and neat. Now, if you realize that there's too much water that's inside this Ziploc bag, it's too easy just to hold it and let it drip out just a little bit if you need to be. Alright, but right now this is good. Alright, moving on. Now we're back at the location where we want the air layer to begin, or to be placed at, for this branch on this fig tree. This is the slit I made, peat moss inside, wet, not drenched, but wet, and sealed on the top. Now if I'm able to do this with one hand, it's going to prove how easy it is to make this happen. Alright, this is the top part of it. See the slit that was made in the bag? It's open, and it's inside where the cambium layer was scarred at, rooting hormone was at, and placed where I want it to be on this this branch. All right, now that it's on, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna tie it down. All right, air layer is tied down. Ziploc bag is secure. Peat moss inside, and I just used my my grafting tape. Just tied a good knot on there. The tree is securely secured and snug within the slit I made in this bag. It's right inside of this. You got the peat moss still surrounding inside, and it's nicely secured. Let me get this aluminum foil put on, and we should be about done. And there you go. 31 August, brown fig tree. Good to go. like I said, these are the first two that I showed you from the beginning. This one and this one right here. And the roots took using the same exact method. This one took about almost close to 3 weeks, like I was telling you. All right, there you go. Enjoy.